What's up everyone, Zenless Zone Zero's pre-release livestream was just today and I have to say, it was way above my expectations. I'm actually so hyped for this game now, and in this video, I made a summary of all the most important things we learned from this stream. We got a lot of news about new content, exploration improvements, quality of life improvements, new agents, trust system improvements, events, codes, more in-game rewards, free download dates and even in-game improvements. Yeah, it is a lot, so let's get started. One of the biggest quality of life improvements they made is we now have a skip button. The first thing that came to my mind with a skip button is re-rolling accounts. Now I honestly never re-roll in gacha games and I know a lot of people do. One of the problems with this game is re-rolling takes like 30 to 40 minutes, and the reason for this is because you are stuck in a tutorial and story cutscenes that you can't skip. If this skip button is added to this as well, I think you will be able to reroll way faster, but I am not sure if the skip button will be available even in the tutorial. But regardless, we can now skip stuff, which is always a huge time saver for players that don't want to watch and instead play a game. Another huge thing they made is regarding the bamboo banners. So before the change, you had the 75% chance of getting the bamboo of your choice. Well, they completely changed the bamboo banner system. On the standard bamboo banner, you can now select the bamboo of your choice, and what's even better is they changed the rate of getting the S-rank bamboo of your choice to 100% from 75%. This is a really huge thing they did and will help everyone a lot. They also mentioned that we will have about double the map to explore compared to the closed beta test 3, so that means we can expect a lot more content compared to the beta tests, which is awesome. This includes Lumina Square, which they showed a little bit of it in the stream, prologue through chapter 3 and agent story plot updates for Nekomata, Grace, Coletta, Lycon, Rina and Soldier 11. They also added a new NPC called Officer Mew Mew, and this NPC will give you exploration missions and tips where to find something. Even though Zenless Zone Zero isn't an open world game, they seem to add a lot of exploration, which is great since I always enjoy exploring a new game and new content. They also added more stuff to do and look for regarding exploration. They added bamboos around the world and apparently they will give you a quest or mission to do for them for rewards, and another thing they added is mini cargo trucks that gives loot. It works basically like chests in most games, which is nice. More loot is always welcome. They also showed a lot of new agents, which most of them we don't know their names and information yet, but two which is confirmed to be available on the release, which caught me by surprise, since I thought they will be released later in the game. We saw all the new agents that you could see as coming soon on Zenless Zone Zero's website. We saw two new agents, a part of section 6. We saw a pink-haired girl with glasses holding a sword as a weapon, and a dude dual-wielding weapons that seems to be something like daggers. We then saw 3 new agents from the police faction called the Criminal Investigation Special Response Team. The one we saw on the pictures before, she seems to be using a two-hand weapon, which I can't make out what it is, but it looks cool. The next one is a woman holding some kind of tool in her hand, and then a guy with a shield, so I guess he will be of the defense role, which is good to see since we only have one right now, Ben. Then we finally get to see the 2 agents in game that was announced from the Sons of Kaladin. This agent is called Piper Wheel. She is a physical type anomaly that seems to be a spin to win character with nice AoE attacks. I kinda like her. Then we have Lucy, which is a fire attribute support type agent. She seems really unique because she has 3 guard pores that helps you attack the enemy. This is the first time we see an agent with pets and I really like this idea. You will also have some buffs for all your agents in your squad apparently. But speaking of agents, there is a trust system in this game that seems to go really in depth with what it does in the game. It is not just some kind of relationship building feature that unlocks lore about these agents or characters, but also exclusive upgrades in some endgame modes, making it a pretty important feature in the game. So they added the second floor in Bell and Wise's shop with a bed, and if you sleep in this bed it will trigger new events with agents that you have encountered in the story, and this will allow you to build up trust with these agents. This is not the only way to build up trust, as you will also encounter them in the city, but the whole reason why this is important is because of Hollow Zero, which is a part of the endgame for this game. But before we get into why the trust system is so important, let me explain the endgame changes a bit first. They made a lot of endgame improvements, especially for Hollow Zero. They added a whole dedicated map for Hollow Zero, which is pretty cool. Hollow Zero is a roguelike mode in Zenless Zone Zero, where you also get buffs as you explore around the hollows. But the devs added a couple of nice things to Hollow Zero. They added bamboos to it, and you can now try out different bamboos in Hollow Zero for free. This is a pretty huge thing because you can test out different bamboos before you decide which bamboo you actually want to pull for. Like I mentioned before, you get buffs as you explore the hollows, and these buffs are called Resonia. And if you collect 4 Resonia of the same type, it will fuse, giving you a bonus enhanced version of this Resonia, which makes it pretty cool and interesting. And then this is where things get even more interesting. I mentioned earlier that the trust system is pretty important, and here's why. Some agents will trigger events in the Hollow system if you have enough trust with them, and these events will give you a pretty strong buff to help you complete the levels in Hollow Zero, and some more lore on the site about these agents. I think this is a pretty cool idea, and I really can't wait to try it out. Next we have the events, and there is a lot of big info we got about events. The devs mentioned we will get 100 free pulls for banners and 80 boopons for bamboo banners through the events in total. This is huge. So let's look at all the events. The first event is called Cunning Generosity, and it will give you 10 free pulls as a welcoming gift. The second and third one will give you 20 encrypted master tapes in total by logging in, and these tapes is to pull on the special rate up banners, which is awesome. We will also get 10 boopons from logging in for bamboo banner pulls, and then an event where we have to level our internaut levels, which is your account levels in Zenless Zone Zero, to get a lot of rewards. Then they also gave us a code for even more rewards. I will leave the code down below in the comments if you want to copy it. We also got the dates of the upcoming banners, and Alan's banner is first. Alan's banner will start when the game releases on the 4th of July, alongside Anton and Sorkaku as the A-rank agents. And with the Deep Sea Visitor banner, which is Ellen's best W engine as far as I know. There will also be a bamboo banner on the release for the Butler Bamboo. Then on the 24th of July, Juyeon's banner will release alongside Ben and Nicole with Juyeon's best W engine, Riot Suppressor Mark 6. There will also be events for Hollow Zero, giving you some nice rewards, and another event for Shiyu Defense, which will give you Sorkaku for free. The last event we know of is the event called New Eridu City Tour. This is a special event coming to multiple locations, but we are still waiting for more info about this event. The pre-download for Zenless Zone Zero will be available from July the 2nd, so make sure to download it and be ready for when the game launches on July 4th. Also make sure to check out this video to know more about what content the devs has planned ahead for us for Zenless Zone Zero. Peace out!